House, so I can hear from the member for Dawson.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. A support service for people who are homeless in my electorate of Dawson is at breaking point. Operator of Orange Sky Laundry, Lisa Jamison, has said, quote, "You go to the grocery store and the price difference from 6 months ago is astronomical. We've seen rental increases from $260 per week to $350. Prime Minister, why are Australian families paying the price for Labor's economic incompetence?"
Call to the Prime Minister.
I thank the member for...
Order. Members on my right will cease objecting. Member for Lyons.
You wanted them to pay more.
Order. Order. No. Members on my right will cease objecting, and the member for Dawson has asked his question. He was heard in silence. So we're just going to continue with the Prime Minister.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I thank the member for Dawson for his question that go to cost of living measures and the impact that it has on people in his community. Well, what we know is that every single one of people who are working in that community and paying tax will get a bigger tax cut on Monday as a result of the measures that we've put in place. And the member for Dawson also knows that those opposite on his team called that it would crush confidence, it would obliterate opportunity, it would undermine the strength of the economy, and it was Marxist economics to give everyone a tax cut. We are getting wages moving again, but you voted against every single measure that we've put in place to ensure that wages got moving. The coalition claimed that it would return Australia to the dark ages, it would close down the economy and it would leave supermarket shelves bare. On cheaper medicines, you voted 6 times in the Senate to stop it, to stop cheaper medicines. Not surprising, given as Health Minister, the opposition leader, of course, wanted to jack up the price of essential medicines by $5 a script. When we strengthened Medicare by tripling bulk billing incentives, the Shadow Health Minister dismissed the initiative and opposed it. On cheaper childcare, there was opposition to that as well. And our energy price relief plan was described by the former leader of his party, the National Party, not once, but the sequel no one wanted to see, the member for New England, who rose to the position twice. He described it as Venezuelan communism. That's how he described cheaper energy bills. Now, when it comes to housing, there's been a vote over there in the Senate this morning where once again we've seen the coalition of the coalition and the Greens get together once again.
I know where the manager of opposition is going with this. I'm glad the Prime Minister clarified what his definition of that was. So it's been used in a different term, but I'll hear from the manager. Yeah. We'll just get the Prime Minister to return back to the question.
Mr. Speaker, I was asked about housing, and over there in the Senate today, they have voted to split off the buy-to-rent, build-to-rent proposals from our tax legislation that would encourage more investment in development. And here we have the reason why the Greens say they oppose it is because developers will build the new housing. And they voted for that proposition.
Order. The Prime Minister's time
Who do you think builds houses?
Concluded. Order. When the House comes to order, I'll hear from the member for Bennelong. Before the Prime Minister seeking the call.
I seek to take the unusual step of tabling the Australian Greens release, praising their alliance with the Liberal Party and the National Party, once again opposing housing.
Authorised by Andrew Wilcox, LNP Mackay.